Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's Jay, also known as Mr. Muslim, and you are in my little sanctuary. Here in America, we tend to call them garages. Some people in other countries refer to them as garages or auto ports, I guess depending on what part of the world you live in. In our garage, this also has doubled as my workshop where I keep all of my tools, all of my necessary tools, hardware, things for handy type of work, and so on. And we'll get to that in a minute. First of all, I want to continue to thank everybody for the prayers and the support, whether it's financial, whether it's praying, the well wishes and the comments of these videos. We promise, me and Mrs. Muslim, we truly appreciate it. We do. With that being said, this is the little entry door to our garage. And if you look this way, if I can turn us, that would be the main door of the garage, which the garage door opener would gently lift it up. But I want to show you something else, if I can get to it here. That little box right there that you see, the box with the hole, which is next to the, let's focus, next to, so we'll do it this way. This little hole here with this box next to the person door is actually a little kitty door. I think we've made it well known that Mr. and Mrs. Muslim love animals, and Mr. Muslim loves his kitty cats. So what I had done some time ago, we have outdoor cats, and when we first moved into this house, outdoor cats just started showing up, so we started taking care of them. That's Leah. She's an outdoor cat. We have some cats that live in the garage, and they stay outside all year long. We feed them out here. We give them water every single day. Even in the dead of winter, Mr. Muslim doesn't mess around. In the winter, I've got 5 of these little space heaters that I turn on here inside of our garage that keep the kitties nice and warm all year long. So there's Leah. She's got some kittens around here somewhere, but this little housing is on the inside of the garage, which goes to, oh, I just swing you all around. We'll step outside. Oh, you probably can see it. There is the little kitty door that the kitties all year long, 24/7, they come in and out through the little door there that I made for them. Out here in the garage, there's Leah. As you can see, there's the house. There's the garage. There's where our kitties go in and out. I think I know. Some of them are out here right now. Oh, there's Leah. Here's a kitten. They like laying under these. Okay, I'm not going to let you guys swing around anymore. Let's do this. So now we're entering the garage. My workshop / kitty house. And we have taken kitties when they have kittens and there are too many out here. We've given them to animal shelters for adoption, or we place ads on the internet and people will adopt them. And we are very scrutinizing when it comes to who we give out animals to. We check them out. We make sure they're not selling them to laboratories or anything like that. Because again, Mr. Muslim loves his kitties. So I'm going to pause this for 1 second. All right, Mr. Muslim is working behind the camera right now. As you can see, I initially got those 4 bags of concrete that I was going to use. I was going to use those 4 bags of concrete as I had my son help me out, and he dug up a bunch of dirt here where the kitty door is because it would flood all the time for the kitties to get in out near that door. So my son Andrew, wonderful son, helped dig all this area out, and underneath the wood I was going to show him how to lay a concrete patio, so to speak, for them so it doesn't flood anymore. But with our housing situation right now, being very questionable, I don't know if we're going to go through all that work. Inshallah, God willing, we will be doing it. And one viewer had commented, and I'm glad that they did. Me and Mrs. Muslim, we have talked about wanting to make sure that we want to incorporate Islamic words like Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, Inshallah, things like that into our normal conversation, and that's just taking us a little time. So as you can see, there's a motorcycle there. There is parts of a scooter there, and over the past couple of years, Mr. Muslim has gotten involved with fixing scooters, Japanese-style motor scooters, and now, as of more recently, motorcycles. And being that it's so hard for me to work physically, once in a while I have a lot of people in our area here that there's only 3 places around that are notable and trustworthy that repair those little scooters. And so I've built somewhat of a small clientele of people that bring me their Japanese scooters to work on because I'm good at it and I don't charge outrageous amounts of money. So when I'm able to physically work, sometimes I'll come out for an hour and I sit on a chair and I'll gently work on what I need to do, and if that begins to be too much, I'll take a break and I'll stop, and I might not touch it for a few more days. And it's like this motorcycle. This belongs to a guy who I sold a scooter to, and then he hired me to fix 2 of his other scooters, and he asked if I fix motorcycles. Being a former auto mechanic, heating and air conditioning tradesman, thought, why not? Bring it to me. What's the worst that can happen? I know engines, I know electrical. So I've had his motorcycle for a few weeks now, and I told him from day one, I said, I don't work every day, it's only a little at a time, and he said he was fine with that. So I'm just about done with this one. He brought this bike to me in parts. It wouldn't run. I got it almost put back together. I've had it running, and it's working great. So yes, when I'm able to do some work, I can't physically go to a job every day, but if somebody brings me a scooter and I can work on it a little bit here and there, then that's how I make a little bit of money for our family. Thank Allah for that. I'm thankful that I am skilled in trades and things like that. So, I'm already 7 minutes into this video. As you can see, I have many tools. That toolbox is filled with auto mechanic tools. I started working on automobiles when I was 18 years old and did that for 20 years. I've got everything from automotive tools, everything you can need, my air compressor. I have all my heating and air conditioning tools back there in that corner. And then we come over here. I have all my scooter parts, supplies, tools for those things. I have tools for just about everything you need to know or to do. So the main message of this video is for the young men, whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim. I'll get to the point real quick now. As you see all the tools I have, I worked 20 years as an auto mechanic. I learned how to do that, so I have the knowledge of fixing cars. I got into heating and air conditioning several years ago, at which point I worked my way into taking the state tests, and I became a licensed heating and air conditioning contractor for myself. So I'm able to work for myself, and I can buy everything I need to as a licensed contractor. That's what I was doing before I got too sick to work. I'm hoping to return to that one day if the doctors can figure out my illness. Point is skilled trades. Automobile mechanic, not such a good trade. And my advice to young guys that if you're looking to get into auto repair, it's a dirty, tough business. You work strictly on commission. If nobody brings a car in for you to repair that day, you stand around at the shop all day and make nothing. But I know at least here in Michigan, all the skilled trades, carpentry, electrician, heating and air conditioning, fabricators, all of the skilled trades I know in Michigan, and I would assume from the majority of the U.S., they're looking for young men to train to get into skilled trades. Skilled trades, you can make a great living for your family and for yourself, especially when you're into heating and air conditioning like I've been into, electrician, things like that. The trade schools, if you're not sure about going to college after high school or what you want to do out of high school, skilled trades is the way to go. If you know how to do carpentry, electrical, heating and air conditioning, your services will always be in demand. They'll never go out, because especially hospitality and industrial customers, let's say your stores, the Walmarts you go to, the supermarkets, the grocery stores, all of those places will always need 24 hours a day heating and air conditioning. They'll always need their refrigeration and their freezer equipment serviced. There's job security in skilled trades, absolutely. So look into it. Don't be afraid. If you have any questions about some of the skills that the skilled trades that Mr. Muslim has been involved with, leave a comment. But for the young men, Muslim or not, if you're unsure about what you might want to do, my advice is skilled trades. Again, I've talked to many employers, many companies over the years, and they are begging to they want guys that will at least show up. They have a hard time getting guys who aren't alcoholics or drug addicts showing up. They want a guy that's willing to learn and to show up. Many companies now at this point, even if you don't go to a trade school first, they're willing to offer you on-the-job training as long as you show up every day and you put in 100% effort. And to do that and learn a skilled trade that you can eventually turn into running your own skilled trade company, that's a win-win. That's what I did. I mean, I did schooling, I did training for heating and air conditioning for a year. Then I went and worked for some companies for a few years. You have to spend so many years in the field experience here in Michigan before you can apply to get your own contractor's license. I did all that, got my contractor's license, and that's the way to go. So, skilled trades, carpentry, electrical, plumbing I forgot about. Plumbing, sheet metal fabrication, all the different skilled trades. You can't go wrong, guys. So for the young men out there, consider it. Walaikum salam. Have a good day. Oh.